The truth is that we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. There are so many things we've imagined in our head going negatively, so many movies we've played out in our minds that will never happen. But because you've imagined it so much, right, you've played out the different negative scenarios that could happen if you try something, that would now keep you bound to where you are, such that you can't make any reasonable movement, that you need to actually make to get to where you want to get to. When I was in school, in my final year to be precise, there was this conference that Mrs. Ibuka Oshika was doing. At the time, she was the chairman of First Bank, and the chairman of Sterling Bank was going to be there too. The chairman of Stanbic IBTC Bank was going to be there too, and I wanted to be in that conference. It was called Live Series for Men. She would accept only 120 men. You have to apply, fill the form and all those kind of things. And after applying, if you're accepted, you're going to pay 25,000 naira to attend the conference. And I was like, I want to attend this conference, but I did not have 25,000 naira at the time. So I thought to myself, I still want to be in this conference. So what I'm going to do is, I can afford half of that money, right? And I'm going to pitch to her directly through her email and tell her that I'm a student. And to get this half of the money, I have to work. So I'm going to do extra hours for my tutorials, and I'll get the money and pay on time. And that's what I did. Do you know what happened? She replied and accepted. And I got into that conference with 12,500 naira instead of 25,000. And I was the only student in that conference. Now, a lot of the things I am doing with my life today are tied back to the impact of that conference. I'm not even lying to you, right? The conference lasted 6 hours. It's one of the most impactful meetings I've ever been in. After leaving that conference, I had clarity. I knew exactly what to do with my life professionally. I had clarity that I needed to move forward. Now, what if I did not apply for that conference? What if I did not ask? What if it was just all in my head that if they say it's 25,000, then it's 25,000? What if I'm rejected? There are so many what ifs, but you never know the what if on the other side of trying. You can be living a totally different life if you just try. The same way in my finals, right, I thought of doing a project, with my public speaking thing. Then I was like a year and a couple months experience in the public speaking training field. And I thought partnering with the Lagos State government was going to scale this thing up for me. Crazy thought for a student. But I said I was going to do it. And do you know what? I applied. I sent proposals. I didn't have any connection whatsoever to anybody in the government. Neither does my mom have any connection to any government in this country. But you know what I did? I remember that, there was a conference that I attended in 2020 that I took the number of the Commissioner of Education. And from taking her number, I decided to reach out to her. And I reached out to her just to say hi. And then after that, I told her that I had a plan for her that would make her job easier. That would make her job easier, that if she gives me just 10 minutes of her time, I'm going to send the pitch. And I did, and she liked it. And that's how I started going to the government office after class. And then I'll go to the government office and see, we closed that deal, but you know how government stuff works, right? They'll say they'll call you like in 2 months, and after 2 months, they don't call. And sometimes that 2 months never comes, right? But it's something that can still be done eventually. The point I'm trying to make is this. Those things that you're imagining, right? That, oh my God, it could go wrong. Who am I to even try this thing? You never know what's on the other side of trying. From Thursday last week till I think Sunday, right, we were doing like a promo. It just kept extending because our TikTok DMs kept crashing, right, because of the amount of requests we were getting. And I saw some people that were very smart. There were some people that were very, very smart about how they were reaching out, because I read some of those messages personally. They were not just getting the courses, they were also telling me what they can offer me and what opportunities I should keep them in mind for. These are people that know what they are doing. What would stop them from trying? There's one that I'm talking to at the moment because he's into fumigation services, and I might need that for my house soon, right? So this is know what you are doing.